All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Rivers on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Keep it skinny. Set, 380.
On second down, Rivers again. His throw incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Returnable here from the 38. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 43 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. Rivers rolling to his left. Going deep here for Allen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 53 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, go orange.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Rolling to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go play fake. Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. There's the right side here, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Kaiser White, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Following the interception here, Rivers. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers going for the deep ball. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again here, Rivers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Flush to his right. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively.
Again, it's Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
2nd down, Rivers. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Chris Jones in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. First down, Rivers. Man open left side, it's Williams. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Off the play fake here. Rivers escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 44.
12. Set. Delta. Fight.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Muhammad Wilkerson. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rivers on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They give him a gain of 37. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to... Run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. shotgun snap to Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, left. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash mark is a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mahomes now to throw, being chased out left. Now he's going to let, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marched off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Butker on for the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't in a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Sliding out of the pocket. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Rivers. He's going to take a shot for the... Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Left. Ready.
To throw again. Rivers. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, go orange.
On 3rd down, Rivers stiff-armed him. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Right. Ready. Round 80.
From the gun, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
5-4.
Again, it's Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass.
it.